Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm going to show you a little bit of Exoria, which is one of the coolest Minecraft mods I've found so far. The cool thing about Exoria is it's kind of got tech mods with magic mods, and it's all kinds of sorts of stuff that you really wouldn't expect out of your typical Feed the Beast mod pack. I think it's pretty cool. Basically, it provides you with a story, you follow it, and you learn how to play the mod pack. It's a nice change of pace from all the other stuff that you typically do on Minecraft. Now, I am going to warn you before I get to my video of me playing it. I've already started Exoria, and I've gotten past the first few sections and to the part where you basically bring stuff to life and do all sorts of crazy stuff. And my base is kind of a mess, so a lot of this is going to be me sorting stuff out and trying to basically automate all the stuff I have going already with maybe buildcraft pipes, something like that. I don't really know yet. I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff because I want to show everybody how cool Exoria is as far as mod packs go. Anyway, I'm probably going to turn the face cam off, but I'll leave the mic on so you guys can hear my commentary while I play the game. If you guys have any mod pack suggestions, leave it as a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Alright guys, we're here in my Exoria world. It's kind of plain, jammed together, not so great. Like you can see, I need a lot of organization done. I'm gonna have some fun doing that today. So to give you a quick rundown of how Exoria works and the story behind it and all that good stuff. Basically, the story is, okay, that's lava. The story is you're exiled on some crazy world or some crime against your people and all that good stuff. You come through one of these portals and you're stuck in the worst place in the world, basically. But as you can see, this world is a little different because there's fairies and all kinds of wonderful stuff. Lots of magma, ash, which is great. And this lovely, totally not Botania portal. You can send items through here, and that's how you get your initial, first few items you need to make stuff. Okay, what the hell? Anyway. Get your first few items. So this is kind of like a sky block or a stone block world, where you get to start from nothing, create something. Here's my loam pit, which is where I make charcoal. Bamboo, very small tree farm, work table area that I started, workshop. As you can see, all the shelves are just cluttered with millions of different things. More clutter. Here is the sifting system, which is basically how you make, diamonds and dust and coal and all sorts of stuff from ash, which is just literally everywhere on the surface of this planet. Here's the tinker system, which looks really complicated, but believe me, it's just not laid out well. It's the best I could do for the limited amount of space. And here's the alchemy table for the tinkers, which I think is actually kind of cool. It lets you do a lot of stuff that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do. You can basically make ember stuff from nothing. Then if you go down here, You can see the water wheels that feed into the automatic sifting system, the vacuum that pulls up all the materials that get sifted, the input, and all that. This is another Sky Resource deal. Basically, you take liquid crystal, pour it down here, put some dust in there, it crystallizes it, and that's how you get diamonds, emeralds, all that good stuff. This just turns glass into shards, basically. But yeah, that's the basis of this. You can see a lot of these structures. Most things like furnaces, etc., require, a certain amount of blocks enclosed in a room. And that's why there are enclosed rooms. So before I bore you with organizing all of this mess, let's look at the quest book, which is basically your guide through Exoria's story. Right now I'm working on the magical life quests, which are basically the magic part of Exoria. Which I think are really kind of cool, because it doesn't just, throw you out there and expect you to figure out what you're doing. And if you click on each quest, you get a little bit of story, and I think that's cool too. We'll get to the beam machine soon. Right now, I'm working on making mana gems. Status. What does that mean? What does it say unknown status? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna switch it to blind mode. And this is the Indoflame plant. Basically, it generates mana. And you feed it a burnable item. You feed it by just kind of throwing it on the ground. And it's burning up and making some energy. I'm a little not familiar with this, which is why I feel like I'm struggling with Exoria. The problem is I don't know how to tell if this is actually giving energy. Mana pools are kind of like your batteries, but I don't know. I don't know if it's actually transferring energy. Kind of ambiguous. Looks like it is now. After playing with the binding a little bit and a couple of the functions. thing I don't like about this is that you start with the Indo Flame and it takes a while for the stuff to burn down. You can barely just see like a little tiny sliver of mana on that bar. Unfortunately, if we take a look at the any items, oh goodness. Way to look at the mana diamond. It takes a little bit of energy. Probably like 10 coal or something goofy like that. Seems like it's actually redirecting the energy, but not really sure. Getting a little bit of energy. Just gonna throw all this over here and see what it does. It feels like it's letting the mana where it should be. It's just not doing it in any reasonable way. So maybe I'll just come back to this. Trying to figure out what I needed for this. Magical wood, smelting resin, I'll make it rubber. I guess we'll go with this because I have a bunch of magma rack just chilling out in one of my chests. And I don't quite feel like organizing everything right now. I'm getting there, but still. I don't really want to deal with iron pipes either, but that's the fun part of Buildcraft, dealing with the things you don't want to deal with. The problem is I have no clue what I did with my magma rack. It's been a whole day and I completely forgot. There's a large amount of my stuff that I kind of put up. Oh, I bet it's up here. I've got my coke bricks I made in a previous quest, which kind of weird, but whatever. And if you hold shift, you can see a lot of what you have, but not everything. I'm hoping patch blocks. Sand. Oh, maybe it's over here. Magma rack. I have 3 magma rack. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. So, the problem with magma rack is the fact that you have to not only go to the underground, but you have to go to the core dimension, which is kind of this mod's way of layering things so that it makes sense. Which is cool and all. It's just not the easiest thing to do. Let me just eat some fish, I guess. You know, I can go up here and cook it, but my abundance of fish comes from the fact that I just have so many fish from straining. It's one of those byproducts. Straining is one of the kind of skyblock deals. I really don't want to call it anything but that, because you're basically just getting resources from water, which is cool, but you get a lot of resources. And for example, you basically get metal nuggets instead of, you know, bars like you would if you were mining. So it's not terribly fast, but you know, I guess that's what you would expect with Skyblock. I still kind of miss the days when you could block with a sword and get a shield. Here's my current strainer setup. It's kind of botched right now because I used ender pipes. And the problem with ender pipes is if you have them in parallel and you feed them to one line, and say a pipe backs up for whatever reason, a chest is full or whatever, even if it just has an item in it during a tick, everything down from there, so under here I've got one main line, and say there's an item on this pipe, everything downstream from it will block up right here, then it'll block up here, then it'll block up here, and nothing transfers, and it's just a serious pain. Buildcraft pipes, I think, are probably the best way to get around it, because these don't generate resources very quickly, and it would be very easy to just pipe them out with a redstone engine and pipe them down here. I will possibly do that today. I might do it off recording. Anyway, here's the Exoria portals. They're kind of like your nether dimension portals that everyone who has ever played Minecraft is familiar with. So let's go through it, see what it does. So, this is the underground. The underground is awful. And by awful, I just mean interesting. Usually what'll spawn down here are golems, sometimes I don't remember if they're imps or whatever, stuff that goes through blocks and attacks you. This stuff is a pain, because if you throw it down, it spawns in the air. That's why these are kind of just chilling like this. And here is the portal to the core. Now sometimes it takes a little bit to load. Fun. Here's where I have to go for magma rack. And my problem is this block right here, burning ore. If you step on it, you catch on fire. And I really don't feel like dealing with that right now. And what we need is a magma rack, which is very close looking to another rack. So it's probably just like an analog to it. Problem is there's so much desiccated stone. Oh, I can't spell. Help. And as far as I know, there's not a lot you can do with desiccated stone. You can make fake facades, whatever. I'm sure great and all. Desiccated stone. I wonder what pillars are. But those are cool. Anyway. Let's find some magma rack. Stone level, neat. So this fancy thing is a Bane of Cobble. It's a Tinker's Construct thing that's kind of special in this mod. Basically, it doesn't have durability, and it is wonderful for using on stone. You can just get as much as you want without having to worry about replacing your pickaxe. Problem is it won't mine things above the stone level, which can be troublesome. But it's no big deal. I'm gonna go try to find, a quick stack of it. Which, with this vein of cobble, is very, very, very ridiculously easy. Problem is that, much like the vanilla nether, you've got all these awful things that you can fall down and die in. And in this mod, if you... Whoa! That spooked me. I need a sword. Where's the sword? So, that's a golem. They're fun things. That drop a bunch of ember stuff. Now, they're not really scary, except they do have a knockback and their melee hurts. I just somehow managed to definitely avoid it all, which I will take. Anyway, on to finding more magma rack. Unfortunately, there's a bunch, a bunch of desiccated stone, which, if you remember from the NEI we just looked at, is pretty much freaking useless. Hey, I didn't know those spawned down here. Good to know. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to make magma rack either, so fun. So we'll just keep going with an interesting. I don't remember how much netherrack I need, but considering how easy it is to get, probably a fair bit. Oh. So, let's head back to the overworld dimension and figure out what to do next. As soon as I figure out how I make it over there. And as you can see, I have managed to die in this dimension. Once or twice. I don't remember what it was. Probably not a golem. Oh, burnium. Like I said, watch. It catch fire. It's kind of like a coal resource, which I think it's like 400 times better than coal, which I also wonder why I'm not using it in my endothermic flowers. Might actually be a little bit faster. Or more convenient, I guess would be the best way to phrase it. Alright, so we come back up to the surface and we're gonna figure out how to make this coal furnace thing so we can make some freaking steel. Unfortunately, the best part is I'm gonna have to build another structure because I don't have enough room. And to that end, this is not gonna be fun. I think what I'll do is just outright start putting materials up, so I don't have to worry about it. Basalt is kind of like this overworld, or this world stone. It's pretty useful. But, yeah. Oh, interesting. My nutrition went up enough to gain almost all my hearts back. Kinda cool. First time I've seen that in this whole world run. Because I usually don't eat cooked fish, because I think it's kind of a waste. So here's all the ember stuff, and oh man, I wish I had applied energistics already unlocked and ready. That would be swell right about now. I'm trying to maintain some semblance of order, but it's not working. It's not working real well. So, I guess we're gonna go clear some crap out. But first, we're gonna use this anvil, a block of iron, and a tinker's hammer. We're just gonna spam right click until it repairs it. It's actually pretty cool with the way Embers works on that. Let's see, where are we for durability? All the way fixed, and I will show you why that's awesome in a second. I just gotta figure out where I want to put my next structure. So what I'm gonna do, start clearing out some of this ash again. The lovely thing about the excavator is it does a 3x3 block. And it's super easy to just excavate everything with it. So I can just basically eat through all this ash like nobody's business, which probably sounded like I said something else, and I didn't. So thank you. The fact that it mines a 3x3 is cool. Ash is different from dirt in the way that it drops kind of like a shard instead of a whole block. So to get around that, what we do is we go down to this lovely barrel, and I have an automated system that just takes everything out of my inventory, takes it to an inventory, and automatically combines it, so I don't have to deal with it. It's pretty cool. So, the good thing about getting ash is that I can use it for getting more diamonds, more resources, more cool stuff. I don't actually know if there's a big difference between diamond and iron for ash. The thing that limits me from getting a lot done is that my inventory, I don't have enough space. I think there's like a magic bag of holding or something that it can use to automatically compress these blocks so there's not such a major pain. Which is fine, I don't mind it. Not in the least. It's just a big game of how do I get all this stuff down in my inventory and do it repeatedly and do it repeatedly and do it repeatedly. Did I ever tell you about the time I invented the ash block? I would compress the ash over and over, and then I would sift it to make diamonds, which is actually really freaking cool, except it's super freaking monotonous. I'm thinking, unfortunately I don't have a big enough complex, and digging underground is not fun. So I gotta figure out a way to basically expand my area. And I have two options. I can build into that area, kind of how there's like a void. Lava is a problem, so that's not really an option. So I'm just kind of clearing out this rear area. I think this will be the best way to kind of set up an area. The only problem is, like I said, it's super monotonous, so I don't know what hit me to do damage. Let's try the nutrition going down. I'm thinking if I hollow out kind of like double the width of this area, it'd be pretty good. Except I gotta go all the way down, which is not such a big deal. Oh, that's not good. Gonna cause a problem. Oh boy. How do we get around that? That's a good question. Basically, that's going to clog up. Oh, yeah, that was easy. Okay. So you can shift click cupboards and storage containers to make it very easy to move things, which I actually like a lot in this mod pack. Not too bad. The worst part, though, is that walking through ash is like walking through, I don't want to say quicksand, but soul sand. But you don't go quite as slow and you don't sink quite as far. It's just not fun, and it's really slow. Basalt doesn't have that same problem because it's like stone. It's not too bad. It's just, goodness, ash is so slow to walk through. So we're gonna at least get through excavating this. And the way the excavator, I think it's the big hammer mod or something. I don't really pay attention to the mods. The way it works is it digs around the center block you click on based on the face. So if you aim down like this, it'll dig a 3x3 one deep down. If you aim like this, it'll dig a 3x3 forward one, which is pretty rad too. I don't know why I looked in here. Also, you'll notice some of that wall is replaced with stone. So this planet, it has rain, it has acid rain, and that's kind of a serious pain. But that's not why the wall burned down. It actually burned down because lightning hit it. Oh, yeah, there's the friend that will take all the everything away. And that's my first death through this playthrough. Awesome. I wasn't paying attention. That's fine. There's like a gravestone mod, so this is very simple. We're just gonna delete that. And we'll just keep going with the excavation. We'll just dig straight forward. And we just go through all the stuff. Unfortunately, this is so tall that if I jumped off, I would die. I'm pretty sure there's like a protective thing that protects you from poison that's kind of like an enchant. So that would be nice to have, considering this is just poison. Oh, okay. I need to go another 3x3 down, and I'll anger a little bit. I do not like poison. I'll explain what that is someday soon. And we're back. I apologize for that. I just realized that my system volume was off, so you guys couldn't hear any of the wonderful Minecraft sounds that everyone expects. I'll put some music in the video so it's not too terribly dreary. Anyway, so what this thing does is it compacts. So it takes things that would be compacted in a 4x4, good, such as this, and it automatically compacts it for you, which is pretty cool. And if you right click, you get to put stuff in. Left click with shift, it takes everything out. And I didn't want to do that, but here we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. And okay. And shove that in there, and that will feed it into the table, sift it automatically, bring it up here. Now I could improve that significantly by putting everything through a compacting table, but I think the process would be a little difficult, because if I end up with like 3 of something, I wonder if, can Buildcraft pull 4 things at a time or nothing at all? I don't know. I've really played with Buildcraft for 3 or 4 years. Well, I should really get back to this. Anyway, just go through here and it will sift through everything. Phosphor is pretty cool. Because it basically lets you create fertilizer, which is like a replacement for bone meal, but in my opinion, a lot better. Okay, so let's see. We got that going, and I'm sure that'll go for quite some time until it gets stuck and breaks. I'm not quite sure what happens when the system gets full, so that's probably something good to look at. Like I said, a lot of this episode is just going to be me trying to clean up, build a little bit. Been a long day. I don't feel like doing anything crazy at the moment. Uh-oh. Well, there goes my hammer. That's unfortunate. Is that maybe a broken one, maybe? No? Just gone? Okay. Cool. Okay, so I guess I will be showing you guys how to make a hammer in the Big Hammers mod. Didn't plan on that, but here we are. Don't think I have quite enough diamonds to do it, so let's look at what we've sifted so far. I'm gonna need a bunch of ash, which I'm actually not seeing, which could mean that the pipes are stuck, are they? Well, doesn't look stuck. I just don't have any. Cool. Oh. Oh no. Pipe actually might be glitched. I don't think I've ever quite put that many blocks of ash in there. No, it's still going. I don't understand how the ember pipes work with multiple pipes working at once. Because I went into creative and tested this, and say you have one line of ember item pipes. So it'll work to all the connected inventories, but as soon as you put two filters in line, the whole thing just goes wonky and out the window. It will send whatever it can to whatever it can, which is very confusing. I really wish the Embers Rekindled mod author would look at that and fix it. It would be kind of cool if I could actually use Embers as a starting thing instead of going back to Buildcraft and kind of using the oldest inventory sorting system in the world to sort my inventory, which is fine, you know, it's no big deal. I came from when you used to have iron pipes that, oh, actually no, it's diamonds. Interesting. I think, sorry, my mind just went on a tangent. I apologize for that. But it's interesting, I used to do like a loop of iron pipes in a quarry just to make sure things wouldn't, you know, disappear so they could have time to sort. So I remember all those crazy tricks that Minecraft used to have, you know, years and years and years ago. So I guess we can look at this. This is the beginning furnace setup. You got a crucible, you put your ore in here, it melts it at a certain temperature. This heats it up, which is pretty cool. And I gotta give some props for this actually being accurate. Actually, close to accurate. I don't think it would be 297 Kelvin on this planet. It would probably be a little hotter. But, you know, whatever. It's still cool. Alright, so I'll let this run for a little bit to build up some steam. And as you can see, I've got 2 whole stacks of dust blocks, which, to make a long story short, are kind of what you sift through to make diamonds. Or diamond dust. And I'm going to end this episode by making some serious diamonds. Because I'm not going to go back to an iron excavator that was not so great. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter for the attack speed. The only difference is this might be a little faster for block damage. I'm not seeing anything crazy, or looks like diamond is the most attainable excavator projector. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, so Stamping recipe. Ooh. Fancy. Huh. Interesting. I guess that's a glitchy item, but anyway. So I need 5, 7 diamond. No, I can't count. 8 diamonds. That's rough. That spark. I think. Ooh, that's nice. I think there may be a larger hammer. Giant hammer, yeah, I do see one. Don't know how you make it. Purple dye and blocks of iron. And I don't know what it does that's different. I believe it excavates an even larger area, which would be cool if, you know, every block of ash I broke didn't count as 12. So that's the thing, which is fine, I guess. 1 ash, 2 ash. And so what we do... What? Oh. My bad. I keep forgetting there's 2 types of ash, and it's kind of a bother. Coal dust, coal dust. Lappies, lappies. Hey, I do have rush seeds, good. Oh, that's actually everything the drawer can hold. That's disappointing. I've got enough lapis dust to make several things of stuff. But that's what happens. Let's see. So I'll take out my dust, go down here to the drawer, and put it up. Unfortunately, every pipe has 64 ash in it. So this is gonna take a while. But that's fine, that's fine. You know, it's just a couple stacks. I get 9 done at a time because of the tables, so it takes, you know, what would that be? About 7 sifts, which isn't too bad. Actually, I think it's 8 because of the decimal. So it takes 8 sifts for every process, basically. And I end up with that. So it's not too bad. It's just not easy. Let's see, what do I need for Buildcraft? I'm actually really curious about... I don't know what that is. I don't know what a quartz transport pipe is. That's actually something I don't know. Not transport pipe, speeds up item. Oh, this is getting weird. Round robin extraction pipe? Wow. That's cool. They added all these crazy pipes. Oh boy. I don't even know where to start with all this crazy stuff. Is there a buildcraft like book still? Blueprint template, single block schematic, frame. It's just like a buildcraft. I need help. Gear in 3 paper. Okay, I can do that. I guess we'll go make a thing real quick. Figure out how Buildcraft works on this version of Minecraft. I don't have that with me. I don't feel like it. We just go up here, we make some paper real quick, and we say, hey, good. Oh boy. This is why playing this game is very challenging for me. Not because the game itself is difficult, it's just like, wow, there's a lot to do. Paper cup. Okay, that's interesting. No, I need a crazy thing. Buildcraft, cool. Okay, so let's look at the Buildcraft guidebook. Whoa, that's some lag. Some beautiful, beautiful lag. We're gonna look at pipes, because, oh, that's not happy. It's not happy at all. Went to pipes and it was like, no, fam. No, that's not gonna happen. Whatever. What the heck is a kinesis pipe? Can you tell me what a kinesis pipe is? Is this like GNOME? Pipe sealant. That's neat that they have that now. But what does it do is my question. Okay, now that's really cool. The fact that you can make a configurable ratio would make I'm trying to figure out how to do things. So basically this book was absolutely worthless, which I can't say I'm really surprised. Holy moly. Clay transport pipe. I don't know what that is. Like, there's some gravity fed pipes and all sorts of weird stuff that I don't understand. Like, I don't understand that. I know the void transport type. I don't understand why we need 5 different pipes to sort things. I don't think I want to know what any of what I just moused over is. This stuff is not too bad. Mining well. Okay. There are a lot of machines, and this guide. Oh, I see what the triggers are. It's like the wires that used to be in Buildcraft. And this guide is gonna go somewhere very useful. check it out. So, one good thing about starting in this world, bam, trash gone. Kind of wish I had an elevator, but I'm not even remotely sure how to make those. I struggled on making those in Space Engineering. I wonder if they fix round robin item transport pipes so if the server, shuts down and starts over, you don't lose everything because everything's counted as an entity. I'm sure they've fixed that by now, right? But since I'm waiting on all that to sift through and I don't feel like waiting in the sifter hole, let's just look at this beautiful world. Well, we'll climb to a mountain of ash and look at it. Let's see, green clouds. So it probably is very similar to Jupiter. Or one of its moons. Ash, lava. You see that green stuff? That's poison. It actually hurts you in addition to poisoning you. Can't pick it up with a bucket. Can't do anything fun with it. Water. Berries, which I don't remember what berries are useful for. But basically the quest... Water. The quests in the guidebook just give you enough of an understanding to start each mod. And then it's up to you to basically master them. I think that's a cool taste of Exoria. There are so many things to do in this mod, it is almost too much for me. What I'll probably do from now on is just focus on sorting my area better. Because my storage is bad right now. My system for straining is bad right now. My system for basically melting ore would be a lot better if I utilize the embers, which I guess I can show you. The ember system, because instead of having to supply a furnace with charcoal or any other perishable material, I just have to supply one power deal, the ember activator, with ember shards out of a hopper. Feed it to the bottom, and it acts kind of like electricity, and then it saves the ember, but it routes it to a machine. So this is the ember equivalent of a furnace. It's a melter. And you can make alloy, which is what this is for. Or you can just set it right here to get stamped into a plate, a block, an ingot, whatever. I'm trying to think what would be the most effective way to do it. And honestly, it would probably be most effective just to hollow out like a really big warehouse-like building. Build it 5 blocks high, and then just start making a serious production line. Because what I'm wasting the most time on right now is waiting for this to process, waiting for the sifter, waiting to compact the items. There's just way too much manual input. And if I streamline it and say make it so, I can, how do I put it? So I can go down here, go to my strainer and go, oh, look, I've got 16 strainers set up. And all I have to do is go to the barrel and, oh, look, I've got everything I need. Simple as that. I think I will definitely replace the embers Another problem with Embers is it doesn't play well with other mods. Like, I can't pull anything out of the strainers without using Hopper, which is both resource intensive and a pain in the butt. Not that I have anything against vanilla hoppers, I don't like them. Especially when you're playing heavily modded Minecraft, why would you use pure vanilla stuff when there are better alternatives? Well, I sure wish I had my excavator, but I'll probably get that back when I make some serious diamonds. Oh, got a couple ash blocks, I see. It's a tiny pile of diamond dust. Like I said, you can combine it. I'm trying to think if there's any easy, pragmatic way to just pull out 4 items at a time. Run it. Oh, so that's probably the difference between the different sorting pipes, is the number of like filters you can apply to it. I think diamond had 8 filters or something. It has been so long. But I digress. I think what I'll do is I'll figure out, maybe there's like a pipe that can only extract certain things. I'll put that on a compactor or an autocraft table or something and go from there. I think there's an autocrafter. Nope. Hold on. I'm going to the Exoria quest log, which a little bit of spoilers, but I'm sure you're fine with that. Yes, there is an autocrafter and I haven't made it. Yes, I think I'll make that next. I think that would plug in well to the other machines. So anyway, this has been Exoria, and hopefully the next time I'll do a little bit of work offline, do something crazy, make my base a lot better, a lot more sensible, and go from there.